Okay, so now we're going to create a slide that looks just like this. We're viewing the finished slideshow right now. And let's just take a listen to the audio so you can get an idea of what we're trying to convey here on this slide.
The most common ways that people choose to make money within the local marketing scene is, of course, selling websites to local businesses. Now, some people choose to offer web design.
Okay, so we basically just said one of the most popular ways to make money in local marketing is by selling a website to a local business. So that's what we want to convey, or the message we want to convey in this slide here. That's all we want to talk about. So I've already got the slide created, obviously, so I'm going to recreate it here for you. And basically, to do that, all you need to do is just create a new slide or duplicate, the one before it. And I'm not using any text on this page. Well, I am, but we'll add that in later. I'm just going to delete this text here. And now I'm just going to insert the image of the local, or insert the image of the store, the local business. I'm going to insert an image of a website. I'm going to insert the image of the stick figure and the stack of money. And then we're going to add in the quote box, whatever you want to call it. So let's go ahead and go up to Insert, Picture. So here's the picture of the local business that we're going to add in here. We'll scale that down after. We're going to now insert the picture of the website. So I'm going to go back to Insert, Picture. And here's a picture of the website. I'm going to insert that. And I'm going to insert a picture of the stick figure. So I'm going to go back to Home, or excuse me, Insert, Picture. And here we have the picture of the stick figure. And I'm going to insert the stack of money. And we're pretty much good to go. So now I'm just going to start resizing things and lining them up to create that slide that you saw on the finished slideshow presentation. So I'm just going to scale down the money. Put the stick figure over there on the right, scale him down just a little bit. I'm going to take this website, and all I'm doing to scale down here is I'm holding down the shift button and just clicking and dragging. Okay, so it scales down uniformly there. I'm just going to scale this website down right about so it's in the center of the page. I'm going to move the stick figure and the stack of money to the right just a little bit. Scale down the local business. Put it over here on the left. And our slide is pretty much done. Let me just move this stuff over just a little bit more. Alright, so if we go back to our finished slide just to see how we're looking here. We're pretty close. We can see we've got a nice little mirror effect on the website. Let's go ahead and add that in there. So all you need to do that is just select the image, go up here under Format, and then just choose from the different formatting options you have up here. I'm just going to choose this one. And now, if you remember back in the finished slide, we also had arrows here. And to add those in, all you need to do is just go under Insert, and then Shapes, and then just pick the shape that you want from the list of shapes here. I'm just going to choose one of these arrows, and just drag it in. Then you can go into Format and change the color. The style of the arrow if you want to. We're just going to pick green for now. You can change it to any color that you want. So I'm going to copy that arrow over to the other side instead of reinserting another one. So I'm just going to select it, Control C for copy, click over here, Control V for paste. And now I'm just going to grab the little handle on the top and just rotate it 180 degrees. So we have an arrow on the left side and on the right side. Last thing we want to add is a little speech box that says, "Look Mom, I'm rich." So to add the speech box, all you need to do is just go into Insert, Shapes, and there's actually a speech box shape in here, over here under Callouts. So I'm just going to pick the one that I like, and then just click and drag to create it. And I'm just going to click and drag it over to above my guy's head here. Doesn't have to be exactly like we have it in the finished version. Just move it to exactly where or roughly where we want it. And I want this call out to be just a black line. So I'm going to go back under Format, and basically I'm going to find the style that is just a black outline. As you can see right here, we can hover over all these different styles to change how it looks. We're just going to do a black line. Next, we just want to add some text inside there. So I'm going to go to the little text tool here. I'm just going to click and drag, and I'm going to type, "Look Mom, I'm rich." Whoops. And the font I used on the finished completed slideshow is actually Comic Sans. So I'm just going to select the text and change it over to Comic Sans if I could find it. There we go. Just click and drag it over, and this slide is 90% done. So now it's time just to animate the objects here on this page. Let's take a look at the finished slideshow to see how these objects come onto the screen. So I'm under the Animation tab, Animation pane, and I'm just going to click play. So basically the website pops up, the local business pops up, then the arrows pop up, and then the stick figure pops up. Okay, so it doesn't have to be exactly like that, but let's go ahead and just add some animations to these objects here. I'm not going to use a transition on the slide, so I'm going to make sure that no transitions are selected. Now I'm just going to, actually I do want a transition here, sorry. We're going to keep it at, we're just going to put it on fly through. So now we're going to animate these objects onto the page. We're going to select the website, go to animations, and we're going to have an entrance animation here. Let's just have it float in or fly in. We'll have it fly in from the bottom, and we're going to add a little bounce effect just by going to the options, effect options, turning the bounce up a little bit, and we're going to have it come on very fast. We're going to do the same with the local business. We're going to have that fly in at the same time. And we're going to add a bounce effect to that. And we're going to make it come in with the previous. So let's see how that looks. So they basically come in at the same time. I'm actually going to make the stick figure come in at the same time as well. So let's just go ahead and select all this stuff here. And let's just go ahead and click fly in from the bottom. We're going to add a bounce effect to it. Make sure that it comes in very fast. And there you go. So let's see what this looks like. Actually, we got one more thing to do. We're going to make it start with previous. And you can see how everything comes in. And lastly, I'm just going to animate these arrows. They're just going to kind of float in after everything has come onto the screen. So let's just type float in here. Or select float in animation. And we're going to have it start after, or start with previous. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. Looks pretty cool to me. So that slide is pretty much done. So we're going to stop the video here, and we're going to continue listening to the audio and producing the next slides to come.